Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. You are welcome to the class. I think that you are well by the grace of Allah, and I hope that you have practiced your previous classes at your home, and I think that you will do well today. So let's start the class. Before this, I will try to understand you about the learning outcomes of today's class. By the end of the lesson, you'll able to understand about assertive and imperative sentences, and then you will able to understand how to sense them, and at last you will able to sense them. Okay, so let's start. Assertive to imperative sentence and vice versa. That means biporita, imperative to assertive. Okay. Assertive sentence. In your previous classes, I think that you have got the idea about assertive sentences, but today we'll repeat it again. What's the formation or structure of assertive sentence? Subject plus verb plus extension. We know that. And there's an example. Rana goes to school. Rana goes to school. Subject, verb and extension. In your previous classes you have practiced it, but today I have repeated the class because of your goodness. Now imperative sentence. What is the structure of an imperative sentence? Also imperative sentence has two structures. First one, imperative sentence is started with verb. Imperative sentence is started with verb and then extension. For example, come here. Come here. Started with verb. Don't go there. Started with verb. Okay. It's affirmative form and it's negative form. The subject is silent here in imperative sentence. Okay. So this is the first structure, and second structure is let plus verb plus extension. That means imperative sentence should be started with let verb. Okay. So for example, let me do the work. Let me do the work. That means let me do the work is started with let. Okay. These type of sentences are called imperative sentences. Okay. So my dear students, today we'll practice how to sense assertive sentence to imperative sentence and vice versa. Okay. So if you have assertive sentence like this, you will do the work. You will do the work. It's an assertive sentence because the sentence is started with the subject you. Okay, the sentence is started with the subject you. Okay, so it's an assertive sentence. So if you want to make it imperative sentence, you should remember that if there is you in subject, if you have the subject is you, that time you should try to you should change it affirmative sentence. You should not write down you and the auxiliary verb. Both will be omitted. You should start from the main verb. From the main verb. So do he is the main verb here. So you should use the main verb and the extension. Do the work. Okay, it's very simple. You will do the work, that means do the work. Okay, in this way you should sense them easily. Number two, you can help me. You can help me. If you want to change it, then you should avoid the subject you and auxiliary verb. So use the main verb. Help me. It's very easy. Okay. If the sentence is in negative form, that time you may easily change, such as number 3. You are not going there. You are not going there. Subject you, and then you should not use these auxiliary. You should use do in an imperative sentence. Okay. So what's the auxiliary verb in imperative sentence? The auxiliary verb should be do. So you should use the negative form. Do, that means do not. And you should not use ing. You should use present form. Do not go there. Or don't go there. It's very easy and simple. Okay. So you should try to sense them assertive to imperative sentence. If there is you in the subject, you should not use the subject you in imperative sentence. Okay. You should use from the main verb. And it's if the sentence is in negative form, you should use do not or don't or never. Okay. So in this way you may able to sense them. Now we will practice second rule. If the subject started with other pronoun without you, pronoun or noun, that time what will you do? He makes a garden. So subject is he here. The pronoun he is the subject here. So if the subject others pronoun, when you will find that the subject is different or the without you, there is not used you, pronoun you, that time you should use let. And then you should use the objective form of this pronoun. That means let him. Okay. He is transformed into him. He is the subjective form, and after let you should use the objective form of the pronoun. Then you should use the present form of the verb. Make. Base form. Make a garden. It's very easy. Okay? It's very easy. You should be careful about the use. You should not use the subject here. You should use the objective form of the subject. If there is subject without you, মানে ইউ ব্যতীত অন্য যেটাই সাবজেক্ট হবে না কেন কি করতে হবে? লেট ব্যবহার করতে হবে। আর লেটের পরে সেই প্রোনাউনটা কি হবে? অবজেক্টিভ ফর্ম হবে। সো ইফ দেয়ার ইজ নাউন লাইক দিস, মিতা goes to school. মিতা স্কুলে যায়। So you should use let, because the subject is different than you. So if you have found that the subject is other pronoun or noun without you, that time you should use let. And then you should use the objective form. You know that noun is used in objective form. If there is pronoun, it should be objective form, but noun should be same in subjective and objective form. Okay, so let Mita, then you should use the base form of the main verb go, then explanation to school. Okay, in this way you may easily change assertive sentence to imperative sentence. Okay, vice versa. Today we'll practice imperative to assertive. What? Imperative to assertive. Imperative to assertive. Imperative to assertive. So at first we will write down a sentence. For example, do the work. Do the work. So if you have found that, or if you get the imperative sentence started with verb, that time you should use you. To change it into assertive sentence. And that time you should use the auxiliary verb should. You should. Then from the main verb, you should do the work. Okay? So like this, if the sentence is in negative form, don't come here. Don't come here. So the sentence is in affirmative form and it's the imperative sentence. There is no subject. Started with auxiliary verb don't. Okay, so is it in the sentence is in negative form. So you should use at first the subject you, and you should use should not or shouldn't. Instead of don't. Then from the main verb, come here. Okay, don't come here. That means you should not come here. Okay, so in this way you might easily change them. So if the imperative sentence is started with let verbs, so what will you do then? Let me go out. আমাকে বাহিরে যেতে দিন. That time you should use you should avoid let, and you should use the subjective form of the pronoun. Me is objective form and I is subjective form. Okay, so then you should use should. Auxiliary verb should or might. Okay, should or might. So I should or I might go out. Okay, in this way you may able to sense assertive to imperative or imperative to assertive. So my dear students, I think that you have practiced well at your home, and it would give you a better opportunity if you practice them regularly. I hope you will practice it regularly. So thank you today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.